This video presentation takes a quick look at protecting Microsoft Hyper-V virtual machines hosted on a Tintri VMstore with Veeam Backup and Replication version 9. Getting started, we have a Windows 2012 R2 host with the Hyper-V role enabled. We have also installed the necessary Veeam components as well as the Tintri Hyper-V Services software. As you can see, the environment includes a single virtual machine. Note that the Hyper-V integration services are up to date. Viewing the VM settings, note the path to the first virtual hard disk on the guest. Also note the path to the second virtual hard disk. This is the path to an SMB 3.0 share residing on a Tintri VMstore. Switching to the VMstore user interface, we can see the same VM viewed within the Hyper-V Manager. We can also see the virtual hard disks for the VM. Note the path column where the SMB 3.0 Hyper-V share information is detailed. At this point, we'll switch to the Veeam Backup and Replication console. We have a single backup job configured, and we'll review the settings before kicking off a backup. Here's the VM we noted earlier within the Hyper-V Manager and also viewed on the Tintri VMstore. In this demonstration, we've elected to use the on-host backup proxy. Taking a look at the advanced settings and selecting the Hyper-V tab, we've elected to enable Hyper-V guest quiescence and to allow processing of multiple VMs within a single volume snapshot. If there were multiple VMs in the SMB 3.0 share, they would both be backed up from a single share level snapshot. Within the guest processing settings, we have enabled application-aware processing and guest file system indexing. Alright, let's kick off an active full backup. At this point, double-clicking launches the Job Progress window, where we'll be able to see the detailed job information. Here we can see the snapshot creation phase of the job. Next, we see the two virtual hard drives being backed up. Switching back to the VMstore user interface, we click the Snapshots button. What we see here is the Hyper-V share level snapshot that was automatically created by the Veeam Backup job. The backup job should complete in a few moments. Now that the backup job is completed, we can take another look at the VMstore and refresh the snapshot view. At this point, the Hyper-V share level snapshot has been automatically deleted. Okay, before we recover any data, we're going to purposefully delete a folder on the Hyper-V virtual machine. On the C drive, we'll go ahead and delete the folder named Do Not Delete. And then we'll empty the trash. Next, we log out and close the console connection. Back on the Veeam console, we can browse for Restore by clicking the Backups disk icon. Right-clicking the VM, we are able to restore guest files and folders, a virtual disk, the entire VM, or very easily test instant VM recovery. For this demonstration, we'll recover the entire VM by selecting Restore Entire VM from the pop-up menu. Walking through the Restore Full VM wizard, we accept the default values, including Restore to the original location. We input a restore reason of demonstration and then proceed. An informational dialog informs us that the VM will be deleted from the infrastructure. We finish walking through the Restore wizard and immediately switch to the Hyper-V host. Within the Hyper-V Manager, we see the running VM stop. A moment later, the VM is deleted prior to execution of the restore. Switching back to the Veeam console, we can view the log messages associated with the restore job. Once the restore job completes, we close the log window and switch back to the Hyper-V host. At this point, we use the Hyper-V Manager to connect to the VM and then hit the power button to start the VM. After logging on, we browse to the C drive and see that the Do Not Delete folder is back on the system. Back on the VM store, we can see that the VM is present and that the VM's virtual disks have been recovered to the SMB 3.0 share. This concludes our brief demonstration. I hope you found it to be informative. Thank you.